Hello everybody, it's your favorite tea farmer, Timmy, here at the Great Mississippi Tea Company, and we are planting seeds today. So the way that we plant is in a tunnel, and hopefully if you're not growing on this scale or anything like that, you can always do this in Tupperware containers or anything that you have, depending on how many seeds you're trying to germinate. So what we do is trenching. So if you look down here, you see all the seeds are nice and lined up, and you can see over here there's some little bitty trenches that we're filling in, and this is what I use to make the trenches. So this is something that I made using some T-posts and just a 2x6 and a handle so that I could lift it up and everything. So once it is in place, we make the lines when we pull it up, and it makes the small little trenches that I need. And we just move it over to do the next one, place it in, same difference, wiggle, 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 wiggle. Pull it up, and our trenches are there. So this right here that we use is actually a sand and pine bark fines. The sand is just for weight and drainage, so that there's more to it than just the pine bark fines. Pine bark fines don't hold moisture very well, so we needed something to help kind of keep moisture in there also. And you can do that with many different things based on your area, but you want it to be acidic because at this point it doesn't really matter, but when they start to send out their roots, it is going to matter. So you need to already have your soil where it needs to be before you plant. Now, once we line these all up, we're going to come back and we're going to throw dirt over the top of them to where it will fill in these trenches in between them, and they'll be left about halfway in, halfway out of the soil. That gives them the ability to regulate their own moisture and their own temperature. This will then get covered in plastic, and then we'll put a shade cloth over the top of it as well to help regulate that temperature. And then it's going to take about 7 to 9 weeks for them to germinate. Now, once they germinate, they're going to pop. You're going to start to see right down here we have some. And this is what they're going to do right here. These were just some seeds that in storage got a little warmer than they were supposed to. So they already cracked. But this is what's going to happen to them. So once this starts to happen, it's going to be another 4 to 6 weeks before you can actually pot them over into their own pots. Now, once we pot them over into their own pots, they go over to our nursery that's over here behind me, and then they will be sitting there until next spring, and then that's when they will actually get planted out. So if you're ever trying to plant something, and not even really tea seeds, you can do this with multiple things. This thing is very useful for all different types of seeds. So you can use it for various things. But tea seeds are generally about the size of acorns. As you can tell, they come in various different sizes, just like acorns do. And this is just the easiest way we found to plant them. So, if you have any questions about tea seeds or anything else, we do sell them as well. So look for them on our website. And if you have any questions again, please feel free to send us a message or comment on this video, and we'll be happy to answer that.